Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today is sneak peek day 2 for our upcoming May 2nd release. We're going to look at some stamps, dies, and stencils today. First up, we have this Please Stand By stamp set, which is going to coordinate with a die set that came out from our last release. You can see it has a standby screen there, and then it's got some words that you can use with the TV die set. And there it is, the Stay Tuned die set. And this is a die we previously released, and we wanted you to have some fun images that you could put inside. So this is the coordinating Please Stand By stamp set. There are stamps in here that you can use to stamp the dial and the buttons on the TV die as well. And then you've got some fun little sentiments. We interrupt this broadcast for this very important message. Stay tuned. Yeah, please stand by. It's so fun. So you're going to stamp out the screen there with the standby colors, and then you can die cut this out with the TV itself if you want that perfect shape. You can also just fit it behind if you want and kind of be able to scoot it around. Next, you can stamp out the little dial and the buttons right there on that kind of console piece, or there are dies for those pieces in the die set. So now you've got some options there to do whichever way is easiest for you. And there's a completed TV with that screen, and there it is on a card where I stamped Stay Tuned for this very important message. This is a Z-fold card, so when you open it, the rest of the sentiment is revealed, which was stamped with the Simply Sentimental Love set. So a really cool little stamp set to add with your TV, and you can use those sentiments with other things besides that standby screen like this. The local programming 4x8 stamp set. Look at this. It has so many fun sentiments, plus it has 3 main images. One is about the news, one is like a game show, and one is like a cooking show. You can see them stamped up here. They're so cute with some people in there and images that are easy to color because they're small and they fit perfectly in the TV. So here they are all colored up, and you can see it really brings them to life, and they're very easy to color. And then we'll look at these as they would fit into a TV. So you can see how they fit. They look kind of big, I think, here, but they will fit into the TV screen perfectly, and they make for some really fun cards. So again, there's the Stay Tuned die set that's going to coordinate with this, and there you can see how the die fits around it so nicely. You can die cut this out or just fit it behind those die cuts once they're already die cut out. I like to center the die on there and then die cut it out like that. So then there's all 3 of the pieces. You can see them as a TV screen, and then I thought I'd put them with the TV here, and it kind of looks like you're changing the channel. And I did make a card for each of these. This one I made a background with the Rootin' for You stamp set because there's root vegetables in the little TV scene, and it says what's cooking and bon appetit, and I thought it was really fun to play with different colors for the TV. On this one I used some of our glossy cardstock in black and red because it kind of matches that cooking theme. Now for this one, I used some glitter fun foam and made the word winner with our embossed edge alphabet, turned the TV screen into a shaker just by die cutting that framed piece multiple times from some lightweight chipboard and building it up. I probably should have done it from black, but the shaker part of it is just so much fun. And then for this one, I used a stencil in the background to make those rays, and made it just really fun with those news sentiments, breaking news, this just in, human, brilliant human gets older. Happy birthday. Very fun sentiments in this set, and I had so much fun with it. All right, next up we have our Carton Companion stamp set and coordinating die set. So this one has a cow, strawberries, a little snowman, and a little spoon and a sock, and some missing sentiments that you could put with those, like how the sock went missing in the dryer and things like that. So really fun stamp set, and you can see dies to cut out everything, and you can bubble cut out all of those sentiments. And this is called the Carton Companion stamp set and die set because there is a die to go with these that we'll get to in just a moment. Here you can see all the images stamped out. There are a few to color, but again, the set is really easy coloring and lots of fun. So next, let's see what they look like colored and kind of grouped with what they go for. So you can see there's one that says special treat, gift inside, farm fresh, the word chocolate, the word strawberry, and here is the die from the new release designed by Linda Canase for Trinity Stamps. It is a milk carton, and this one's really fun because it has layering dies with it. You're going to take this die, cut out 2 of them and put them together to make a milk carton. I'm going to show you real quick how it all goes together so you get an idea of it right here or right now. You can see the die is going to fit onto a 5" by 5.5" piece of paper. You'll cut out 2 of these to make 1 carton, and the die is going to make the scored lines for you. You'll fold on all those score lines, put some rip and stick tape on those side tabs, and then you'll remove the adhesive on one, put the 2 pieces together. Then I like to flip it over, fold over one side, fold over the other, and they meet perfectly. Now for the bottom, I put rip and stick tape on only 2 of the flaps, and then you'll fold them in, take off the rip and stick tape and press it down, which I like to do from the inside with a crease tool. Then you're able to fold the milk carton up. You can have it folded all the way in or one side like it's pouring out. And then I like to use a little clip to keep it shut, but that is up to you how you want to do that. Then remember, there are dies you can use to make layers for this. So there's a square die, you'll want 4 of those. A rectangle die you'll need 2, and a triangle you'll also need 2 of. So I did some kind of black patterned paper with polka dots. I thought that went really fun with this little milk theme. And then I added some of the stamped and die cut images from the carton companion set so you could see how that looked. Here is another die set that's going to go perfectly with that. Moveless. So you've got some die cut words and shadow layers, so you can add this to the carton or cards too, of course, and it says you're utterly moveless, and those letters are going to layer up perfectly onto the shadow layer just like that. And you can use these all together, or you could take some of them apart, like I used just the word moo here on the back of my little milk carton. And so lots of fun with that set, and all these things are going to go so well together. Now we have another add-on for the milk carton, and that is the milk carton house die set. So you can take all the dies from this set and turn your milk carton into a cute little house. We have a door, a window, some roofing pieces, and a chimney. So let's take a look at those die cut out. You can see the roof pieces are like alternating. So one ends with half a scallop and one ends with a whole scallop, so they stagger really nicely. You've got little shutters for your window and chimney. This chimney has scored lines, it has embossed detail, it has tabs, so you can add this right to the top of your milk carton, and that little notch will fit right over where the milk carton meets at the top. So fun. So here's one that I made. You can see it took 5 pieces to make one side of the roof, and then there's the windows, and then I even used some of those layering pieces on the back and inside those little triangles, and the chimney fits on there perfectly with a little rip and stick tape. I taped the bottom of this shut because the top had to be glued, and I just used washi tape so somebody could remove that and still get a little treat out of the inside. Okay, next up, we have our zip gift tag, also designed by Linda Canase for Trinity Stamps. We have several of her die sets. They're so clever, and we know you're going to love them. Okay, so this has a tag in it, but the tag, as you can see, has openings where you can add a star, a cake, or a Christmas tree. There are sentiments you can also add, and a zip tab that you can rip this open and pull out a gift tag. So I'm going to show you exactly how that goes together so you can get a better feel for all the things in this die set, because there's so many. So when you die cut out the base tag, you have a plain tag, but it kind of presses some shapes in there, and that's where you can add those square and rectangle pieces, so you can have the cake and a word there. I did test it out, and you can drop those dies in and die cut this all at once if you want. Now there's extra dies, so you can die cut out the cake and layer it up. Same with the Christmas tree, the stars, and the heart. Now this rip strip here, you can put on the die when you die cut it out, or you can put it onto the tag and die cut it later. And that's going to allow you to rip your tag open and pull out the gift tag. So what you do is die cut a second tag with none of the extras, put some rip and stick tape all around the edges, but leave part of it open where that zipper part is, so it doesn't get stuck down. Then you can put your gift tag down, stick the two together, and it's kind of fun because you can have an opening there where you get a little peek of what's inside. And then the recipient can grab this piece, pull it off, and you've got a little pocket to now pull out your gift tag. Isn't that so much fun? Now, there are so many possibilities with this, and I'm going to share some of them with you in our full release video tomorrow with design team samples. Okay, next we have our Toolbox gift card set. So here's a fun way to make a gift card for those people who love woodworking, love tools, and are handy, right? So this has a toolbox that you can put a gift card behind. It's perfectly sized for that. Plus you have your tools, your hammer, your wrench, your pliers, your saw, and some pieces to really dress this up. So here's all the die cut pieces. There's the top to the toolbox. These two rectangles make the drawers. You'll need 4 of those. And then you've got accent pieces that go across the top of the drawers. We have our hammer, our wrench, our saw, and our pliers. We have little accent pieces for the handle of the hammer and the handle of the saw. And there's even accent pieces to dress up the legs and the wheels of your toolbox. So you can really customize this. And I went with like DeWalt colors because those are the colors of tools that we have. So I thought that was really fun to customize it and make some fun colors. Now for the gift card, what I did was attach the gift card only across the very top of the lid of the toolbox, and then you can slide this in and out of the toolbox and kind of have an interactive piece. And then when you put the adhesive down, just put it on the toolbox base, not on the lid, and only on the top and the sides, and then add it to a card. All right, next we have this fun pegboard die set. Look at this. It's pegboard shelfie designed by Linda Canasi. I love this. It has so many dies in it, little words that say you and me, and an extra little set of letters to spell out even more words. You've got plants and vases, a little lamp. You've got the ampersand. You've got a heart and a little frame. So lots of fun with this. I think it's super trendy, and that pegboard is size just a hair under your A2 size card front. So you can put this right on your card. It's going to fill up the whole thing. So here's your little shelves. There's 4 different shelves on the one die, and all of them are different sizes, but they all have the little hooks that look like they clip right into the pegboard. You've got your frame and solid piece to go on top of it, and a heart, your lamp, and then you've got your flowers and your pots. Now all the pots are going to cut out at one time on one die. All the leaves are separate, so you can do them in different colors. That's really fun. And this one right here I wanted to make sure you saw is like a hanging plant, so it's going to like cascade out of the pot. Then we have you and me and HLV, so you can use those letters to reconfigure it and spell out love. You can spell out mom, you can spell out hello, and probably several other things you could think of, and use these letters in different ways. So there it is, all put together. And then I trimmed mine down a little bit. There is extra room on the edges. If you wanted to make it a little bit smaller and have a bigger border around that, you can. And I just rounded the corners, and I used some foam strips to pop this piece up so that it has some dimension off of my patterned paper. And we have foam strips for this in the Trinity stamp shop that fit perfectly. So I thought I'd give you a little peek of that. So there's the card. I think this is a really fun set, and you probably have dies at home that you could use, or stamps that you could stick on those shelves as well. Okay, let's take a look at our garden flowers die set. Look at this huge set full of flowers and even a butterfly. I love this set, and it goes with some of the other florals that we already have in the Trinity Stamp shop, which I love to mix and match and have different size flowers. So this is really fun, and I love that on the back of the packaging you can see colored examples of what those die cuts look like once they're die cut out. I don't know, I find that very helpful. Maybe you do too. All right, so here they are die cut out. You can see all them in all different colors, and there are like this little branch here you can put berries on. The butterfly has 2 different layers. There's lots of flowers with different centers, which you can mix and match throughout the different flowers in the set, and you've got your greenery as well. So yeah, I know you guys are going to do so much fun things with this die set. I am loving it myself. I love the daisy especially, and here they are kind of glued together and clustered. And then I did make a card with the daisies and a little flower that could be the center of a bigger flower, but you can also use it on its own. And for the background there, you see that frame? That's our foliage frame. It's a slimline die, and I thought it went really well. Okay, speaking of flowers, we have our Orchid Lay die set. So this is going to be a really fun set you can use to make a 3D project. It is so cleverly designed by Linda, and there's a QR code on the back. If you open up your camera and hover it over this QR code, it's going to open up a product close-up video for this die set where I show you how to put this flower together, a step-by-step tutorial for you. So right when you have your die in front of you, you can open it up and we'll make these flowers together. Okay? You're going to love that. All right, so next, when you make your flowers, you're going to want to use crepe paper, which we are going to have available for you in the Trinity stamp shop, some quality crepe paper to make some really lovely flowers. So here's the die cuts, what they look like. You're going to use all 6 of these pieces to create 1 flower plus the leaf. I like to do 2 leaves on mine. You could do 1, you could do 3, like whatever you want to do. And there's a wonky shaped die in there which actually creates the stem for this flower. You're going to roll it up. So there it is, all put together. Oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. You can also trim the stem off and create a lei, just as the name of this set suggests. And I just strung that right onto a piece of twine, tie it together, and you've got a flower paper lei. It is gorgeous. These are really popular for graduation. So if you have a graduate coming up in your future, you might want to make them a lei with this set, and you could even do their school colors. Okay, we have 1 stencil in this release. It is the cow print 6x6 stencil. Oh my goodness, I love cow print, so I am super excited about this. It is perfectly sized for 6x6 paper, and you're going to get all those fun shapes that look exactly like cow print. And probably if you did it in other colors, you could get like a giraffe kind of print as well. So let me show you what this looks like stenciled with black ink on white paper. Isn't that fun? It's going to go great with our milk carton die and the carton companion set as well. Oh my gosh, I love it. So here I did it in brown because I wanted to make a chocolate milk card, and I brought in the "You're Utterly Moveless" sentiment and the little cow from Carton Companion, put some Nuvo drops across the top so it looked like dripping chocolate milk. So fun, so much fun to be had with that. So this is the last day of our sneak peeks. Our full release will be available tomorrow, May 2nd, 2024, and we'll have a video with everything in this release in that one video. So that will be out tomorrow. We're also doing a celebration hop with our design team. That'll go out tomorrow as well, and it'll be linked in that full release video, so you can find all the stops on the hop there, and it'll be time to shop these fun things. Let me know if you have some favorites in the comments below, because I think this release is so much fun, and I can't wait to see what you guys make. Thanks for watching. Bye.